Capricorn, the song that's playing for you, Captain, is Praise God. Hey, look, you might be praising the good Lord. It's like you may be thankful for some pain that you've experienced in your life, because that shit shook you up in the way you needed to be shaken to do something different and communicate a new truth. Now you got a new vision. You see a new light in your life, so to speak. Whether that light lies within a passion or a direction, or you just communicating an energy to your world, or participating in a certain type of environment and or community. You feel me? Whatever it was, you experienced some pain, you went through some communication, whether that was you communicating to your world and the reaction your world gave you to your action kind of hurt you a little bit, but brought you a truth you needed to know about what you were doing. Or if someone outside of you may have came to you and said something to you. To them, it was just them communicating, but to you, it cut a little deeper than that. But you needed to hear that in order for you to do something new. So now you in a position where it's like you thanking the good Lord. You feel me? And you may just be doing that by honoring your truth. That's the best way you could thank boss man. You feel me? Just be in your truth. Yeah, look, you might have moved away from something after realizing that was what you were hurting over. And you've been hurting over that for a long time, to the point where you let that hurt in that situation start developing you. All right, you got ideas and minds from that hurt. Might not have been good ideas in mind. You might have just built more insecurities on top of that to secure the reason why you want to be in this pain, in this mourning, so to speak. And you ain't in that no more. Unless somebody mourning over the situation they had with you, because the fire, they done dropped the ball in the situation with the captain. Then they got kicked off the ship. For lying. Yeah, now you holding back. Someone can tell you different. Capricorn, you're not the same captain you used to be yesterday. You might have been in the situation where everybody on your arc, you feel me, you would share the directions. Oh yeah, we about to go here, we about to make a stop there, you feel me? We gotta get some more food for the cattle type shit. But now you ain't gonna do all that. You're not gonna let people know what the fuck you got going on. You just gonna keep them out. The captain's the one with the ship, captain. You feel me? So you just gonna keep that shit. You gonna keep your awareness and your knowing and your ideas, your wisdom to yourself about this, whatever this is. Yeah, you ain't in your head no more, and you ain't got nobody to thank but the good Lord. Yeah, look, you in your higher minds now. You in God's realm. You in the space of all possibilities. You, when it comes to this, you're open. You're free. You're open-minded. You're not limiting yourself. You in the presence of the good Lord. That's how you really get to the presence of the good Lord. When you in that space, when you investing in your creative endeavor, because you just pulling something out of nothing. Yeah, you one-on-one with God at that point. You feel me? Yeah, you get it. You got it. You good. You on your way. Yeah, look, you honoring your emotions about how you feel in a situation and or a relationship. If you ain't dealing with a motherfucker outside of you who now see you for who you are, and you ain't doing that no more though. It's like they see you after you pulled back, after you done withdrew your energy. Now someone kind of got a toxic obsession with you, captain. If that ain't you, because if the first card out in reverse is you, in the sense where it's a solo battle and you being toxic because you obsessed with some shit, then put that shit, put your foot. But if you just dealing with a situation and you no longer giving your passion somewhere, you're not lighting that world anymore. You're not being the sun in that environment. Whatever we're talking about, whether the sun was an idea you had and you every day you communicated and you expressed this particular light, this particular awareness in that environment, and it lit that area up. Everyone around you could then build ideas off of that mind you brought there. They could benefit off of the light, the life you brought somewhere. Ain't happening no more. Ain't happening no. Honest is the song that's playing. Ain't that some shit? Yeah, you being honest with yourself, or you ain't had no. If it's a solo battle and you've been on demon time for quite some time, now that shit caught up with you. Now you ain't got no choice but to be honest with yourself, because at the end of the day, you can't do what you want to do, and you left with yourself. honest, 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 just like honest, honest. Yeah, look, hey, someone outside of you, it could be you holding back. If you're dealing with someone outside of you, it could be a situation where you're holding back from someone. Because you in the new world. You have a new awareness. And the awareness that you have now trumps everything. It lights your whole world up, your whole universe. This is the sun in your solar system, so to speak. And it's keeping you together if it's an internal thing. This is what's gravitating all your minds and ideas. You seeing this, knowing this, understanding this. And that is bringing you to a new sense of balance about what is solid and what you can invest in your external world. What you can touch outside of you that's real, so to speak. Whether that is energy within people, now you can better communicate and see when someone being real or fake with you. You feel me? It's like that type of vibe, and you may be holding yourself back from something external to you because it's fake. If it ain't a situation where you can't be fake somewhere outside of you, that's real. You gotta be honest. And because you have to be honest there, you're not going there. Because you're not even being honest with yourself. If it's that type of vibe, then well, that's you. Be honest, honest, honest. Yeah, I'm telling you. Look, it's like if you're dealing with someone outside of you they can't board the ship again. Yeah, they ran a whole lot around the block. They wore you out in this situation. I was gonna say relationship. If you were in a relationship, they wore you out. When the last straw was about 10 straws ago type shit. You feel me? It's flat tire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put your foot. You know what that means for you. And it's heavy. It's heavy though. Look, but ever since, guess what changed? The song that's playing is the bank account. Ever since you started holding back, or ever since someone started holding back from you, you know where you at in this. Whatever you withdrew from, one person is burdened and one person is balling. And you know whether they actually third dimensionally balling and they got a couple dollars they throwing at, you feel me? Or it's a situation where it's an internal thing. It's like your whole energy shifted ever since you disconnected from what had you unstable. You feel me? What had you out of whack, out of your funk, so to speak. And look, ever since you started walking on your new path. Now, what that path may hold within it, you gonna have to let me know that. Might have a person in it, might have a couple people, might have a whole folk now. You feel me? The whole family, the whole gang, your whole clique. Or it's just a solo trip. You feel me? You the only one on your yellow brick road this episode type shit. Whatever you doing something and you see a world out of it. And that you seeing the possibility of you manifesting and obtaining that world is having you subtract and remove yourself from that world. And that world is tripping about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see riches in your life. Everybody don't see that with you though. And you ain't afraid to cut a motherfucker that don't see it with you. You feel me? If it's that tight. It's like anybody who pulling you away from that, you ain't afraid. Yeah, because look, you going after what make you happy. And you ain't got time to be investing in the bullshit. And you only got that awareness after investing in some bullshit. You feel me? You had to fuck around and find out in order to find out. And now that you found out, oh yeah, you burning hard for that. Whatever awareness, whatever world, whatever road you fucking walk, you running. You don't need, and you don't gotta rush it, but you ain't trying to waste no time. You wasted enough time. Is basically what you're saying. Now that you got this, now that you got this awareness, and now that you know what the fuck you needed to know about who or what around you was a snake, whether that serpent was inside of you and had your Eve biting the apple it shouldn't have bitten, or it was a situation where someone outside of you was getting you to bite an apple they were bringing to you, so you fall and you have desires, or you develop minds and ideas about their ideas and what they had going on in their world instead of what you had and what you wanted to do with your life. Now you in a position where now you focusing on your goals and you ain't gonna let not one motherfucker tempt you. Your own mind can't even play tricks on you when it comes to this. Whatever this is. And now that you in that type of vibe, yeah, you rolling with that shit. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you. You know I got ZD with me.